Good evening, everybody. I'm Cory Booker, and I'm so happy to join you today for the League of Conservation Voters New Jersey Green Tie Gala. As you can see, I did not get the memo. I want to just take a moment to really recognize the leadership of this great organization, people that I've learned from, worked with, and I'm happy to have as such strong partners. The first, of course, is the Executive Director, Ed Potosnak. Ed, you are truly phenomenal, and so many New Jerseyans, without even knowing it, are benefiting from your leadership. The Director of Development, Samantha Wilkins, you are doing such critical work to fuel this great organization. We have Board Chair Debbie Manns. Again, I'm thankful for what you do and what you stand for and how you show your character and your soul through the work that you do. Of course, the Education Fund Director, Cindy Aaron-Clue, who is, in my opinion, another great leader in our state who's worthy of respect and approbation. And finally, I just want to say to others, like the State Campaign Director for the for the National LCV and the New Jersey LCV Education Fund Board, that member, his name's Bill Holland, who I know you're there tonight. Thank you for the chance to have these few moments with you. What I'm so proud of as a New Jerseyan is how the New Jersey LCV has really come about and really emerged as a great counterpart to the team in Washington. You all are standing for and championing and working from the grassroots level up on critical issues affecting millions of people. And really, when it comes to things like drilling in the Atlantic, standing up for things that affect our nation as a whole. You all tonight should have a celebration and should be proud, really, of the work that's been done so far. But you know there's a lot more work to do. I'm proud that I am on committees that oversee important aspects of our environment, like being on the committee that focuses on things like global warming, climate change, and even the challenges, frankly, of toxins in our nation's water and soil, and even in the products we use. I believe we have a lot of work to do. We have to be aggressive in the years to come in reducing our carbon footprint, in improving the health of our environment, and making sure that our children have safe places to live, to grow, clean air to breathe, clean water to drink. There is a lot at stake, and challenges are mounting both in New Jersey, our nation, and around the globe. That's why I've worked with congressional members from both sides of the aisle to really find ways to make sure that we have permanent funding solutions for things like the Land and Water Conservation Fund. And I've strongly worked with some of my dearest colleagues to oppose the survey applications for seismic activity, seismic work in the Atlantic Ocean. I believe that we have to figure out ways to solve enduring legacy problems, like the challenges we have from the weak toxic chemicals law that should enable federal agencies to better protect families from toxic chemicals. And of course, there is a challenge with Superfund sites. New Jersey has the most of any state, and it is outrageous to me that a funding mechanism reauthorized by Ronald Reagan and Mitch McConnell during that time has now expired, and we have shovel-ready cleanups to do, and with mounting evidence that shows the danger to our children, the greater chances for autism and birth defects that are associated with these Superfund sites. This is an urgency that should make Congress act, and again, something that I'm working on in partnership with you. We have a state that is, in my opinion, has urgently needed environmental work to do. To protect things like the Highlands drinking water supply, in which 64% of people in our state benefit and rely on that important and critical and even fragile ecosystem. That's why I continue to stand with my colleagues, both on the state level and the federal level, to work on ways to ensure that the federal government is doing what it should do to protect our water supply and the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of New Jerseyans who benefit from clean oceans and our beaches in terms of their jobs. We have a lot to work to do. I can go on with the list of things that are on my list. I can go on with the challenges that we face, but I think you all know them because many times you're down in Washington, D.C. Talking to me about them. So I'm going to continue to be proposing legislation in consultation with you. I'm going to continue to stand up with other climate champions and environment champions in the Senate, talking about these issues, trying to raise the moral consciousness of our country. We have to make everybody understand that truly when it comes to climate, we're all in this together, and that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, as Martin Luther King says. I'm proud that our president is standing up on climate issues stronger than ever before, and I really do commend him and the EPA Director, Administrator McCarthy, for their work on the Clean Energy Plan. This is something that holds good hope for us as a globe as well as a nation. So here's to you tonight, to your leaders and to all those who support the League of Conservation Voters. This unity that you're showing tonight by coming together and celebrating your Green Tie Gala, yes, I did not get the memo, is really inspiring to me. May we continue to work in partnership. May we continue to grow in numbers. May we continue to grow in impact. This is not just important for our generation, but I really do believe generations yet unborn will be the beneficiaries of our important work. We have a great planet, and we have a lot of work to do to preserve it. Thank you very much. All the best.